Welcome to another episode of Gospel Gossip. Don't forget to check if you subscribe just to be sure anytime you see my face here. Alan Kyeremanteng has withdrawn from his intent to be NPP's flag bearer for the next election. We all know that the country is gearing towards elections next year. We are in 2023 and hopefully next year we are going to vote. So in preparations towards that, NPP, the reigning party, New Patriotic Party, decided to vote to elect their flag bearers or the flag bearer. They had about 10 aspirants. So they had to vote according to their constitution. They had to scale it down to 5 so that they finally vote with their delegate to elect a single person who will push the party to the next elections or probably give them a win. On 26th of August this year, the party actually scheduled a special delegate election where they voted to scale down the 10 aspirants to 5 so that as scheduled by them on November 4th, they will vote with all the delegates to elect the single person who will lead the party in the 2024 elections. Now, the votes went on, they had their votings, and when the results came, the winner was Vice President Bawumia. The second runner-up or first runner-up was Kennedy Japan, and the third person was Alan Kyeremanteng. Now, it's with this result that Alan Kyeremanteng is saying he's not satisfied with the results. Not just that, there are other reasons why he has opted out of the flag bearership. Now, a brief story about Alan is that he was the trade minister of this country. And because of his passion, because of the desire to lead the party, he actually resigned to give his full focus to the party. Now, people are asking, you left serving the country to serve your party with all the full intent, and now you are resigning. What could possibly be the reason? Or what could have pushed you so hard to the wall that instead of fighting forward, you choose to resign and rest? You drink water and mind your business. Well, Alan is saying that for some reasons, which I'm about to tell you in this video, he cannot continue the journey of the NPP Flagbearership. Now, reason number one is that he thinks the election was not fair and just, and that the party leaders strategically skewed the election in favor of one particular person. And the second reason is that his polling agent for the Northeast region was assaulted physically. You can see what his eyes looks like. It's not funny. Yeah, the people who are working for him are not even safe anymore. And his last reason is that he doesn't even see the part. Let me read what he wrote in his press statement. After having carefully analyzed the results of the said elections, it is absolutely clear to me from events leading to, during, and after the elections that the Special Delegates Conference was strategically and tactically skewed in favor of one particular aspirant. That's what I mentioned earlier. He thinks that the election was not fair enough. It favored just one particular aspirant. Guess who? And he's also saying that in addition, the fact that my polling agent in the Northeast region has suffered severe damage to his eyesight arising from his bold and courageous effort to ensure compliance with the very rules and regulations of the conduct of the elections as approved by the Presidential Elections Committee will forever remain a dark spot in the history of internal elections within the party. So Alan is basically saying here that the torture his polling agent had to go through will forever be a history in the party's electoral process, even in the country's own. Yes. And then he goes on to say that, regrettably, I am not convinced that the circumstances I have referred to earlier will not persist or even be escalated in the next round of elections, for which balloting is scheduled for Wednesday, 6th of September 2023. That is today. So like I mentioned, he is not fully convinced that issues like this, issues like the assault, issues like unfair elections will not continue. So in order to save himself and the people around him, he had to opt out. Now, the question I keep asking myself is, this is Alan speaking, it's not me. How did we get here as a party in the first place? And how far are we prepared to tread on this dangerous path to self-destruction? This question is not only for the NPP, but I think for the nation at large. He goes on to say that, in light of the foregoing, I wish to confirm that I am honorably withdrawing from the process that will lead to the presidential primaries to be held on the 4th of November 2023. In the next upcoming weeks, I will provide an indication of the role that I will play in politics in Ghana after consultations with my family and other well-wishers, various stakeholders, and interest groups. Please be assured that the battle is still the Lord's, and that those who wait upon the Lord shall have their strength renewed. The battle is still the Lord's. That was Nanado's slogan, or was it for the whole of NPP? Or this is an advice from Nanado that he should back up in. Well, we live to see. I just brought you news anyway, but people are also saying there is more to it than just what Alan has written in his press statement. People are saying showdown, because showdown from Kennedy, Japan. And also, we actually heard that his polling agents were assaulted and all those things. But calmly, I don't know how he's settling his, but he's still in the business of being the flag bearer hopeful for the NPP. Any updates, we'll bring it to you here right on GSM and live.